All right. I guess we're starting. How about that? I should press the start stream button. It's whatever. It did it. It did it. So whatever. Should tell us we're live. I didn't get an email. Huh? How about that? Anyways, Swampy, if you want to jump in the chat, the link's out there in the chat. Anybody wants to jump in, links out there in chat. Just remember, keep it PG 13, 14. You know, family friendly. Otherwise, go nuts. If you can't keep it family friendly, don't jump in. So that's what's going on. Oh, now I get the email. Thanks, YouTube. Thank you for being slow. Yeah, I know it's showing up live. I didn't press the button, but apparently it went live anyways. So, how about that? It's storming everywhere. Uh-oh, Scott's out there. Watch out. Kingpin's out there. Watch out. Who else is out there? Anybody wants to jump in, they're more than welcome to. Links out there. So, what do you guys want to talk about tonight? Anybody get anything cool? I haven't got anything cool. I want cool stuff, but nothing cool. What am I doing this weekend? I'm not doing anything this weekend. I am not doing anything this weekend. Maybe just doing yard work. Honestly, that's probably all I'm doing. Yard work. What else? Probably cleaning up the backyard range. I haven't been out in the backyard for a while, and the trees and the bushes and the plants have taken over. So probably cleaning that up with the weed eater, a chainsaw, and miscellaneous garden tools. So Swampy says the last thing I got was the new camera. Swampy, go check out my Instagram. I got something cool today. Bet you don't have one of those. Kingpin says, do you get to hang out with AWAG much now that he lives down there? Yes and no. Okay. AWAG lives out in, he lives closer into Charleston. I live further out. So I'm not always there. But, AWAG, religiously after work, he goes and shoots, on usually on Fridays. So if I'm in the PSA store there and he's in there shooting, I'll see him. I'll see him. As far as hanging out, it really depends on his schedule. I honestly don't know what his schedule is right now, so I'm probably going to have to call him and see what he's doing and see about rearranging his schedules because I don't want to be a bad friend. If he needs anything, I want to help him out. And I don't want him to just be alone down here. He's got other friends down here too. Okay, one of his friends is in the army, and the other one is in the Air Force. So, and they live down here because yes, we have an army base and we have a Air Force base down here in Charleston. Yeah, no, I got that from Josiah at PSA. Yeah, he asked me if he could have a GunTube patch, and I gave him one of the ones off of the backpack I was carrying around. And yeah. Oh, Scott's saying the chair force. Yeah, no, this is they actually have to work at this one because they actually load the cargo planes here. they got the big cargo planes that they have to load. So they got to do a little bit more work than just sitting in a chair here. That's what people forget. People forget that, hey, yeah, it's the chair force, but they've got people that have to load and unload those cargo planes all the damn time. That is a job, unfortunately. You can't just tell the army or the air or the Marines to do that. They won't do that. No. They'll say, I didn't join the army to unload planes. I didn't join the Marines to unload planes. Well, technically, Scott, that's everybody in the Biden administration. Ooh, was that too soon? It might be. Anyways, Jason Stewart's out there. What's going on, Jason? If you want to jump in, you can. I thought, John, why are you moving back to NYC? I thought you got away from NYC. I thought you got away from her. Swamp Dog Armory says that's like working at a warehouse kicked up a notch. Yeah, no. Not Pete Buttigieg because that bastard's probably still on maternity leave. How can he be on maternity leave? He's not even a woman. I don't understand that. I don't understand that at all. Warsaw, you can be in here, but if you're here to bring me down and bring the chat down, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
I ain't doing that.
I don't want to talk about depressing shit right now.
I know.
And furthermore, since I got you here, I have to browbeat you a little bit.
What now?
All those videos you posted in the general chat in Discord should have gone in the news chat.
I didn't know you had a news section.
There is a news section. It's right underneath.
I'll just move them over there. Sorry about that, buddy.
I mean, come on, man. I'm trying to keep the Discord clean enough as I can with Daniel there.
I said I didn't know. All right, so thanks for letting me know now.
All right, so
I'll just move them over there.
Yeah, please do, because
I'll just take them down.
Just move them over there because that's where they belong.
You got it.
Anyways, guys, you see, I'm browbeating Warsaw on air. There you go. There's your entertainment.
Yeah, better than fucking dickhead F and H.
TJ Persickity's out there. Haven't seen him in a while. How you doing, TJ? Uh-oh. John Z's still going on about that. Oh, Scott said apparently Pete Buttigieg adopted a child. Oh, okay. All right. Well, no one cares about him, and apparently they're probably going to ruin that child. Yeah.
What child?
Whatever child they adopted.
Oh.
Swamp Dog Armory says, particularly any feedback on the audio from Brownells and the MGS videos. Honestly, I haven't even watched them yet, Swampy. I have a backlog of videos I got to watch this weekend, and then I have a backlog of videos I have to get on my ass and edit because I've been waiting too long for those. So I got to actually do some work this evening, this weekend. No, John, I got to clean the range up. I haven't used the range in a while, and it's gotten overgrown, and I got to get the garden tools and whatnot out, and I gotta go at it with a chainsaw. I got a new chainsaw though, so that's nice.
Which one did you get?
I just got a Poolin Pro. I got it from Tractor Supply.
Fun. Guess what I purchased yesterday?
What did you acquire?
Another Tricom mag pouch.
See, this is why he won't get a 3D printer, because he can't print mag pouches.
No, I don't want a 3D printer. You think I make money like you, my friend?
I don't make money. Actually, I'm going to buy another one, and unfortunately, they're not that. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to buy one I have to fix, but that's how it goes. So why? Because it's cheaper than buying a new one.
Yeah, I'll show what I got off eBay.
I'm not interested.
Well, you don't want one for your AKs?
No, I'm good. I'm good. You have all the
It's
you
surplus,
can have
right? It's a surplus.
you
Stuff.
have all the mag pouch surplus in the world. You can have my share. Here you go.
I just use them to store my megs in.
Yep.
I mean, you think I collect a lot of pouches? Just check out Misha Co.
Swamp Dog Armor says, "Got to get with you. It's sometime and do collab videos with your AKs. I only have one AK, so that's what I can. Though I have thought about getting a parts kit, and I have thought about making a Plastikov.
Don't make a Plastikov.
I'm gonna make a Plastikov.
Don't make a Plastikov.
I'm gonna make a Plastikov.
Don't.
You know what a Plastikov is, right?
Yes, and it's not an AK.
It's an AK made out of plastic.
Started making a Chinese plastic made of shit.
No, see, the filament is made here in the United States.
Regardless, it's a bad idea. I wouldn't even do it.
I'm gonna do it anyways, just because I find it hilarious. So. Swamp Dog Armory says, I found a nice 3D printer here that's step up from the Enders, but got to come up with 500 because he don't want to trade. Laugh out loud. Yeah, well, I wouldn't buy it. No, 3D printer for $500. Yeah.
Hey, here's an idea. I like to say you make a plastic top cover.
You joke.
That's serious.
But it's capable.
You're telling me you can make a plastic top cover for a functioning AK?
Yeah, you can.
I don't think it's gonna hold up though.
Probably not. No, Swampy. I want more than one AK. Right now it's just not in the cards. I'm actually considering selling either another AR or probably one of my set me. And I love my set me.
Actually, they're making good money on those right now.
I know. I'm considering selling just because I can get double what I paid for it.
You can probably make $2,000 off one of those.
Your favorite guys out there, Warsaw. You see that?
I got them blocked, so I don't give a shit.
Your favorite guys out there.
And you had to fucking point them out.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm sorry.
I have nothing to talk to him. I have nothing to react to him anymore. I'm done talking to him.
Oh boy, you're always having problems with somebody. You know that?
Well, he's the one giving the name calling, so why am I gotta be talking to him more?
All right, so we got some more in there. Swampy says one beats more than one beats none though. Yeah, no, I gotta get another AK. I really want one. I just can't afford one right now. Tactical Fud is out there. What's going on, Tactical Fud? John Z says, "Hey, Nice Strike. Do you have filament that's soft for 3D wings?" No, I don't. I don't have any TPU filament. That's a rubber style filament. I don't have any of that for flopping dongs. I'm not gonna make flopping dongs. No offense. Swampy says, "I'm debating downsizing some of the collection to get different things for content." Yeah, I honestly, I really would like a FAL, but I don't want to have to sell like my M1 Garand or my M14 to get one.
Your TRYKE M14.
Hey, you shush.
No, I just saying TRYKE 14 because I like it.
It's not a TRYKE.
It's Chinese.
It's Polytech. It's not a TRYKE.
Polytech or not, it's still Chinese.
It's Chinese, yes, but it's Polytech. All right, Polytechnologies. So, anyways, Snake Doctor 78's out there saying, "What's up, everyone?" The Swamp Dog Armory says, "Just print a mold and do a silicone." I don't think there's you can 3D print a FAL. I haven't seen that yet.
I don't think you could even hold the structure like that.
I mean, if I could 3D print a FAL, I would. I really, really would.
Were you ever a big fan of bullpups?
No.
You don't like any bullpups?
I don't like bullpups.
Well, so I guess you're not a fan of the Ukrainian bullpup AK.
I'm not a fan of any AKs in bullpup form. I'm not a fan of SKSs in bullpup form. I'm not a fan of bullpups in general. There's only two guns in the category of bullpup and PDW that I actually want. I probably want an FS 2000 and I want a PS90.
I've only came across one P90 in my lifetime.
Yeah.
And it had the long barrel, which is ugly looking.
Gunmetal guy says, Gunmetal, you wouldn't get a grant. You wouldn't get, depending on your options you've got on your set me, you wouldn't get $2,000 for it. You probably get up to $1,000. Because I bought mine for like $500, and right now I've seen on Gunbroker and Arms List people selling theirs from anywhere between $750 up to like $1,200 easy, depending on the options. So I would say go on Gunbroker, look at what's selling on Gunbroker, and see what you could possibly sell yours for that would actually get the money. Because the way you do that, you see how many bids are on one auction already, so you can kind of gauge what you'd actually get out of it.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and Daniel says PTRs start at 1K nowadays. Yeah, PTRs do. Yeah. Swamp Dog Army says I want a WS 2000, and my dream gun for the channel is one of the white Tiger deals. Yeah, I'd like a deal too.
Desert Eagle.
Desert Eagle. Yep.
Did you want a full auto one?
No, Deagles aren't full auto.
Yeah, bullshit. There's 2 of them that are made now.
Oh my god! Why would you want a full auto? That's just killing your wrist.
Hey, people want them.
Yeah,
I'm not the one that wanted it.
Mr. FNH, your videos that you've been posting on Instagram are interesting. I don't know why you're doing the VHS style, but hell, why not? The 80s VHS style. Daniel says, I thought you didn't strike on Fridays anymore. No, I only strike on Friday nights when I actually have time. Lately, I haven't had a lot of time because of dealing with family and obligations and shit, and also going to the doctor. So,
that's right.
Unfortunately, I haven't had a lot of time right now lately. So
they never made a Desert Eagle for the military, did they?
No, it was only commercial.
The only 2 military forces I know was the Polish Grom and the Israeli Special Forces used it.
Israel uses everything. It's Israel. I mean, honestly, if you're gonna ask me what I really want one of those bulldozers from Israel that has the machine gun turret on the top, and got like the rocket. It's got rocket rails on the side of it.
Where'd you see this?
It's literally a killdozer.
Never even seen this thing.
Oh, you've never seen the Israeli bulldozers?
No. I mean, I've seen mine clearing equipment, if that's what you're talking about.
No, you gotta see these things. Okay, let's see if I can get a good picture of them. It's what they use to farm out in Israel, and so they don't get hit by whatchamacallit, Palestinians.
Does Palestine even exist?
Palestine does exist. Okay, you see that?
Yeah, it's just a normal bulldozer. What's so great about it?
No, normally they have a machine gun turret on the top.
Oh, it's got a hatch on it.
You see the hatch? Right in front of the hatch, there's usually a machine gun turret. Mm-hmm. And you know why they've got it caged? They got it caged so
rocket launchers
from rockets. Yeah. People can't see it, so let me.
There's glass windows bulletproof, like high class bulletproof.
Yeah.
It looks like it got multi-layered glass on that thing.
Oh, hold on. That's what we're talking about. The Israeli bulldozers that they use for farming out, out near the West Bank. So I want one of these just because how ridiculous it is. Just saying. But I want the machine gun turret, and I want to put like a AR-15 or something, or some other type of rifle on that turret. So I can jury rig something. I'll MacGyver it. So let me see if I can find one with the machine gun turret on it. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. No, that's not it. And there we go. Yeah. Let's see if everybody can see this one. There we go. That's the machine gun turret. Right.
And how many people can fit in that thing too?
I don't know how many people can fit in that thing, but it's got a machine gun turret at the top. It's protected from rockets, and I think that back is to mess with mines and whatnot. But that's the thing I want, just because it's ridiculous. I mean, the IDF Caterpillar D9 is what it is. Yes. So, yeah. But anyways, I got off on a tangent there because last week, you had the anniversary D-Day, and you had Killdozer. If you remember Killdozer, what's his name? Marvin Heemeyer. So. Yep. Okay, Daniel's saying the thing on the back is called a ripper. Basically, all dozers have them. It's the only way they can actually pull up ground. Yeah, I don't use bulldozers. I don't have a bulldozer. I've never touched a bulldozer, so
I've only
I don't know anything about bulldozers. I'm being honest right now. Now, if it's a normal tractor, I know normal tractors. I've got one.
I've operated tractors and forklifts,
so I know how to use a tractor. I know how to use forklift, actually. I haven't done it in forever, though. Not since I stopped working for Walmart. But I know how to use a forklift. It's been a long time. What do you think of the Ripsaw Night Strike? The Ripsaw. Which one's the Ripsaw? That's the that really fast tank, isn't it? On Tank Tracks.
Ripsaw.
Yeah. It was supposed to be like a high mobility tank or whatnot, and it really didn't take off, but they commercialized it instead, and people have gotten them. I mean, if you watch a lot of car videos and whatnot, what's his name? Cletus McFarlane. He's got one. He's got a Ripsaw.
I sent you the pallets there, by the way.
Yeah. So there we go. No, Daniel, I am not going back to Walmart for anything. So you can go that way. No. Uh-oh, somebody's invading.
No, Daniel, I am not going back to Walmart.
You got the YouTube video still on, G. There we go. Yeah, Swampy. Yeah, it's a fast track vehicle. If anybody haven't seen the Ripsaw, I think Cletus McFarlane has a video on his, and you should really check it out. So, because it is super fast. kind of wish the tank version they wanted to push the Army actually got adopted, but the Army said we don't want a light tank that is fast and mobile. They didn't need it, so oh well. But the thing is, you could use it as a drone too, without any people in it. So, still, they weren't interested. Who knew?
That's a good point, because one of the reasons they don't want something like that is because it goes too fast and breaks people's necks and stuff. So if you got a bunch of equipment and robots in there, who cares?
You're really, really low and muddled. You have the right microphone selected?
So you got to think about that.
I can't even hear him.
Yeah.
So we're talking about tanks now.
We were on the topic.
You've been seeing those ones in Ukraine the Russians been using, and freaking turrets are just blowing out of the sky high when the Ukrainians are attacking.
No, Daniel, I was never a greeter. I unloaded trucks when I worked for Walmart. I unloaded trucks. But Daniel, you would be perfect for greeter if you would stop drinking.
Oh God. No, but you've been seeing it, Night Strike?
See what?
The turrets being blown out of the sky high on those tanks from Ukraine. The Ukrainians attacking the Russians.
The Ukrainians are always attacking the Russians right now.
Well, no, it's a failure of the Russian tank, right?
But you realize that with the Russians, they're almost out of T-72s and T-90s, so they had to default to the T-64s,
right?
And those javelins go through those like Swiss cheese.
Yep. Well, they keep banning them. The Ukrainians just capture them and keep using them against them.
Daniel says it sounds like G's on the other end of his really wide monitor.
That doesn't change anything, huh?
No, you sound like you're.
We can't even hear it, dude.
Yeah.
Streaming is on.
Now you're static.
A lot of static. So.
You don't have any Bluetooth device, do you, G? Because that can also affect your mic. Oh,
yeah. All right. Anyways,
you see what question there? Nice, right?
Ooh, look what MC said. Wow, that's mean, MC. Ooh, Swamp Dog Armory says 1911 or a PC pistol caliber carbine for next acquisition for the channel. Suggestions. I would say. Everybody does pistol caliber carbines these days. I mean, yeah, they're great, but honestly, no. I mean, if you don't have a 1911 Swampy, go 1911.
Is this different?
It's perfect.
Okay, I think what happened was when I joined, it asks what microphone, and I was like, accept, but it picked like 5 different microphones and it picked probably a webcam or something.
Yeah, that's probably what it's picking up because it sounded like you were on the other end of your desk.
Anyway, thanks for the link.
Yep. Yeah, Daniel says that Night Strike. What are your thoughts on the new Hard Mountain Dew? I don't know. I haven't seen it available yet in my area. So, Swampy says don't have a 1911 yet. Well, that's blasphemy. That's blasphemy. I don't think it's legal. And if you don't get one in 45, I mean, you're not an American.
You're saying the new Mountain Dew isn't legal where you live?
No, I'm saying it's not available in my area. He's talking about the hard Mountain Dew. It's like where they made Mountain Dew and they added liquor to it. and I haven't seen it available yet in my area. No, Swamp Dog. No. 38 Super? No. Bad dog. Bad. Don't make me get the rolled up newspaper. No. It's got to be 45 ACP, or you know what? Well, it will allow for 10 millimeter, but not 38 Super. Come on, man. Yeah, Daniel said he had to order it. Yeah, I haven't seen it in my area, so I'm not getting it unless it's in my area. He says 1911 and 10. MC says 1911 and 10 millimeter works. There you go. He's saying, how about 22 TCM? No. A 1911 should be in 45 ACP, and if it's not in 45, it should be in 10 millimeter because that's it's the only millimeter it's acceptable. It's not 9 millimeter because G-Webs loves 9 millimeter.
That's a good point. A lot of the 9 millimeters are made out of MIM.
Yeah, they are. He's saying 10 millimeter or 357 SIG maybe. You know what? I can get behind 357 SIG. I love that caliber. So, or it's 50 GI. Well, the problem is I can't find any 50 GI ammo around here, so I wouldn't go with a caliber I couldn't get ammo for locally. So locally, I got to stick to the standard calibers. So gee, how's the 3D printing going?
Oh, it hasn't really been printing too much. I've been thinking about things to print, but I've just been working on other projects or whatever. I haven't really been printing.
Yeah.
What have you been printing?
I've been printing this and that, just trinkets more or less right now.
This was your first printer, right? Like
yeah,
you didn't have a printer before. Because
right
off the bat, you had pretty good success.
I had a Prusa before that I got.
Oh, okay. So you've had some trials and errors before.
From a family member, and honestly, I didn't like it, and I got rid of it. And I got this. I got the Creality Ender 3. I like the Ender 3. I don't mind the noise either. I kind of like the noise. DJ Plain Eyes says MIM, made in Mexico. Well, if it's 38 Super, that's exactly right. 38 ACP, 38 Super, that's made in Mexico right there.
ACP in Mexico stands for almost completely fentanyl. You spell fentanyl with a P.
Hey, Nice Rick, you ever seen that stuff actually?
No, I don't care to either.
No, I'm just saying I've seen this in documentaries.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
It's like blasting molasses, basically.
I don't care. I don't want to know. I really don't. I'm good. I can live my whole life not knowing. So,
is Tumblr image or is Tumblr a social platform?
I never figured that out.
I don't know. It used to be a whole hot topic site to go on all the time. You post on there, but they don't do it anymore.
I don't mess with Tumblr. I've never messed with Tumblr. It's never really been worth the time. So. All right. What else is going on? He's saying 17 HMR or 22 Magnum.
22.
22. Okay, we got dissenting opinions here. G-Webs, why 17?
It looks cooler. Can't reload it anyway, so why not?
It's true. You can't
Plus,
reload
back in the day, well, I don't know. It's not like that anymore. But back in the day, whenever 22 was scarce, you could get, people shops would order a bunch of 17, thinking that maybe somebody would go that way because it existed, like it was in stock, and then everybody had it in their stores. And then when 22 came back, this was years ago, but when 22 came back, everybody was like, oh crap, what am I gonna do with all 17? So you could get 17 for basically nothing. Same kind of thing happened with 22 long. Whenever 22 long rifle gets hard to find, everybody's like, well, long is almost the same, so send me some of that. And then some people buy it and some people don't, and then the stores, when they're sitting on it, once everything's plentiful again, they sell it cheap. So if you can harvest it somewhere, or what also happens, someone will have it and then pass or change their preferences and sell it all. So you'll see it like, just a collection or like an inventory of it just come out of nowhere, and some store will have it or some gun show will have it. And if you can get it, like, just a lot of it for cheap, that's why it's a cool caliber. But it's, it's a difference. If you got the gun for it, what's the difference?
Right. Daniel, I'm not an immortal. I'm a normal living human being, and I probably will die soon too. So there you go. I'll die just like everybody else. So, stop with the false information. That's one.
Is this Daniel?
Mm-hmm.
And I keep telling him to stop drinking.
Well, the problem is once a person starts drinking, they can stop. Until either they're dead or their liver's dead.
That or his teeth fall out.
No, the teeth doesn't fall out. That's more sugar. MC is saying go 17 WSM, better than HMR. I've not seen WSM. Let me look that up.
It's kind of like Magnum.
What is it, like Winchester Super Magnum or something?
Anyway, I might be thinking of something else.
Yeah.
You said Winchester or 22 WSM?
Yeah, WSM. That's Winchester Super Magnum, right?
I'm thinking of something else, I think.
You said probably. Okay, I will eventually. Mr. Nitpick on words.
Oh, yeah. It's a neck down, much larger.
Yeah.
No, 22? Wait, hold on.
17 WSM, not 22.
Yeah, 22 WSM is something that I don't know what the heck that is.
Versus the 17 HMR.
Well, it's 17 HMR is 22 Magnum neck down. So I don't know what Super Magnum is. Because it's longer than 22 Magnum, so it has to be something else neck down. Some kind of raw 22 Magnum case.
Apparently 17 WSM is the case is larger than 17 HMR.
Yeah, it has to be. It's way longer when you look at a picture of it.
Yeah, just I think I'd still go, 45 ACP. Eventually could be forever. No, probably in about another 40 years. Swamp Dog Armory says he says 17 HMR is almost always available and around here. Well, okay. He says we have 7.5 SAA revolvers in 17 HMR and a Savage Precision bolt gun in 17 HMR. 17 WSM is centerfire though. Well, that begs the question: G, centerfire or rimfire?
Not me, general, centerfire, but for some things, rimfire is fine.
Okay. We've got a Richard in here. How did that happen?
Well, you put a link at the top of the page, you ding dong.
How's it going, our favorite?
No, I never.
Yeah.
If you write
I'm
the link in English, then everybody's going to join.
Yeah, Well, actually, I don't know. Since Richard's here, you heard what that mayor said in London, this week, right?
No, I haven't.
He told people that if they don't know Arabic, they need to learn.
Right.
And this is in London.
Okay.
God.
I need to learn 2 words in Arabic. Then.
Fuck off.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what everyone needs to learn.
There's always something to learn in a language, and that is I don't know how to speak this language or whatever. I only speak my language.
Right.
What's the biggest mistake we made in the Middle East, my strike?
No, tell me.
We divided up the whole nations into multiple nations.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the way we distributed ice cream. Did it all
No.
wrong.
Yeah,
Well,
we,
there's
well,
that
no,
too,
we
of
did that
course.
too. We did that all wrong. We should. We
The
should have
worst
done.
thing we did is wanting their oil. That's
Yeah.
what the worst thing is.
Should have gotten it
So-
from Alaska.
Yeah, should have gotten it from somewhere else.
Not to mention we kept.
They could have taken all the money spent in military and developed some sort of side horkin of oil, like so you could hang out way over somewhere else and just side drill all that oil.
Yeah. Well, there's 3 trillion barrels worth of oil under the southeast of England, but they won't drill for it because it's near London where all the posh people live. So and they get upset. They get upset if they want to, don't drill in my back
It
garden.
makes the ground squishy when there's all that cushion underneath of there.
Yeah, that part of London where that mayor said you have to learn
Yeah.
Arabic because you
Yeah.
can't speak English anymore in England.
Yeah, well, like the east side of London, so like Kent and Sussex and all that. Yeah, there's supposed to be like 3 trillion barrels worth of oil underneath the
No.
UK. I mean, if we drilled for it, the UK would be completely out of debt, But they're just fixed.
You know which mayor I'm talking about, right?
Yes, I do. Yes, the only one that would say that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
If-
why did he even move to England in the first place? If
Well, this is it. If you feel that way, then fuck off home.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Now, if I had to choose between England or Canada, I'll probably go over England.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
really-
I wouldn't.
At the moment,
I wouldn't
you
want to
get-
go to either place. I'd rather go to Switzerland.
yeah. But if you get rid of Trudeau, I mean, I don't know if anyone's going to rescue Canada. That's the problem.
You see what he's trying to do now? He's trying to lessen the drug charges. Like,
Yeah.
what the hell is that going to do?
Nothing. The same as what it's done everywhere else. Nothing.
He's trying to lessen the drug charges, and he's trying to take away all the handguns from the people.
Yeah.
Gee, it sounds like
I mean,
he's trying to
I
make
mean-
it so people don't have guns to protect themselves
Yeah.
or use, and he's
Yeah.
trying to make it so all the criminals get off with less
Exactly.
drug charges.
yeah, exactly. But it's
But
like
Canada-
it's like in the UK. I live in part of the UK where handguns are banned, but there's other parts of the UK where I can move to if I was able to, and I can
That
own
you can
handguns
get
again.
everything. You
Yeah,
can
and I can
have
get
everything.
Yeah.
Why
Now-
haven't you moved there?
Well, it's money and work. That's the problem.
You
No.
can't find good jobs there. That's probably
Yeah,
No,
that's the problem. It's limited jobs.
If you own a handgun in England, do you have to be part of a club or something like that?
No, you can as long as you got somewhere to shoot, then you can own it. The other thing, you can get like a collector's license, and
Okay.
all you do is collect, but you never use it. You see, it's like ammunition. You can collect. You can get a collector's license for ammunition, which is any five rounds of a caliber, but you don't obviously use it. Because you're just collecting it. But
Now,
it's also so you got different.
5 rounds. That's
Only 5?
crazy.
Yeah, but you got different. Say like 308. So say if you had 308 tracer,
Yeah,
you could have.
I've got at least 40
5
different kinds of the calibers I don't even collect. The calibers
that's
I collect, I've got
Yeah.
dozens and dozens and dozens.
It's,
so
it's,
that's
it's just
messed up.
basically a collector's license. So it's live ammunition, but you can have 5 rounds of any caliber, but that also includes all different types of like one caliber. So if you got say 5 rounds of armored piercing 308, you can have 5 rounds of full metal jacket. If you got 5 and everything else, it's not. But it's just a collector's license.
Oh, so it's not 5 rounds period or
No,
5
it's not.
rounds of
Yeah.
5 different types. You can
caliber.
have 85 different types. It's just that you can't have 100 of any one type.
Yeah, it's just 5 rounds of any type, but they're not for shooting. They're for it's a collector's license.
Do they have to be duds?
No, they're live.
Okay, that's cool.
now,
Because some countries make you have duds if you're going to have a
Yeah.
collector.
Oh yeah,
No, Richard-
yeah. We have that as well, but you can just buy those if they're deactivated. You just buy them anyway.
You don't
No,
need a
but-
license for those.
No, you don't.
Oh,
need
they
any
don't count
color.
those. You could have
Yeah,
hundreds
no.
and hundreds of duds. Okay,
Exactly. Yeah,
now
because
Richard,
I've got.
Well, I
I've
would
got
scare
stuff-
somebody, so I feel like you should maybe think about restricting that because that could scare
Yeah.
somebody if they saw it.
no, Richard. What about semi-auto handguns? You can't have those, right?
No, we can have where I live. No, basically the only handguns I can have are a black powder, like percussion cap, and flint. There is like
What about
like
pinfire?
yeah, you can have pinfire as well, but not a lot of people make pinfire. But
Right.
the other one you can have is like you can have say like a 22 1911, but it's got like a longer barrel and then it's got the coat hanger on the back. So it's not.
Yeah, it
classed
looks more like a bastardized rifle than it does.
Yeah,
an actual
basically
MP11.
what they've done is turned it into it's an overall length thing. So they've turned it into a carbine, what they call a carbine, rather than a handgun. But it's just a modified handgun. But it's not classed as a handgun. But people still call them a handgun, but they're not a handgun because it's to do. But like a mare's leg, I can own a mare's leg here, no problem. Like underneath a mare's leg. Yeah, lever action. So the length of that is quite short. So the law is like wishy-washy in places, It's not. But yeah, but all the other parts of the country, like Jersey and the Isle of Man, you can own whatever handgun you want. Like Glock 17, whatever.
You should have moved there. You should have moved.
Yeah,
there.
I know. Yeah, I did look at the Falklands before, but it's a bit. I don't mind the bleakness of it. It's just the job prospects aren't very good. And I did have jobs to go to, but then the problem is if that job goes, then you're unemployed and you're fucked, because there's not a lot there.
The prices of gas wasn't so high, I'd say see about doing Uber or something.
Yeah.
Is it gas prices over in England pretty much the same thing here we have in the States?
Yeah, I worked out the other day. Well, when I last filled up a week ago.
You guys pay by the liter. We pay by the gallon.
Yeah, but I worked out into US gallons. It was like $9 a gallon. And a US gallon is 3.88 liters. So you're not going to get very far on that at all.
Holy shit!
Wow.
Man. Yeah, but that's what I converted it back to US gallons, and it worked out like $9 a gallon.
That's awful.
If I was paying in US dollars.
So we're having a recession here in the States, but it's going to affect the whole entire goddamn world, apparently.
Oh yeah, it will do. Yeah, because that's what it happened last time. It started in the States, like with the prime mortgage thing and everything, and then it just spread through the world. Because all these financial things are all connected now. Stock market.
I've been hearing left, right, and center from multiple sources that you better start collecting food. Non-perishable food.
Yeah, I got shitloads of that already.
You better start stocking it because apparently we're going to be having a food shortage soon because of the whole Ukraine and Russia situation.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Great bread and stuff like that's going to go through the roof.
Now I hear we're not even getting fertilizer now from Russia.
Yeah, but like we like where I work, we get synthetic rubber from Russia.
In the grand scale of things, Warsaw, I think we'll be fine. We've got enough cows in this country that we can make our own damn fertilizer. Plus, we got horses
American
too.
populace, all right.
Horses and cattle can make fertilizer for the United States. We're good.
Not fertilizer, mulch.
Yeah,
we can make our own mulch.
Yeah, your
make
government
fertilizer out of oil
that,
these days. There's no room to make fertilizer out of
Russia.
poop. They make poop into slurry and then use that to collect gas off of it. Yeah. When it's done, they get mulch or something, but fertilizer itself has to come from oil. They need all that energy out of the oil.
Yeah, I think they used up all the islands with the bat droppings on. all that industry went years ago, didn't it?
Yeah. I hear China's also suffering now as well.
Yeah. Well, I've heard like in the States,
I've heard China got caught trying to put a fleet together to go and attack Taiwan.
Yeah.
And then they decided, you know what, we're not going to do that. Yeah. And I'm like, well, nice try, guys.
Yeah. Their biggest enemy right now is Vietnam and Japan and Korea.
Vietnam really hates China.
So
you wouldn't think so because they're both communists, but apparently no, because China doesn't respect Vietnam's territorial waters and their what you call it their domain.
Yeah, it's also because Vietnam, after the North took over, they kicked out all the ethnic Chinese. So that's a problem as well. That's because we ended up with a lot of them over here because they ended up like what they call the boat people. And when the UK was still in Hong Kong, they were sailing across to Hong Kong. Well, we had to resettle them somewhere. So we brought thousands of them into the UK. There's a camp. There's an old World War II camp just down the road from me called RAF Sopley. And you can look up the history of it, but they put a whole load of them there. And then eventually they got integrated into society. That's why in my area there's so many Chinese takeaways and restaurants, because a lot of them are like now they're like third or fourth generation family run, from that period when they
Right.
In the United States, usually it's only a generation or two, and then they don't hang out anywhere near the restaurants anymore,
You know,
or whatever the shops are.
I was watching a documentary the other day about these scrubbed military facilities over in England.
Yeah.
And it's the ones that they kept on making mustard gas, you know, up until right after World War II because they were worried they would have to use it again. You know,
yeah, because we were worried about the Russians and that. That's where, like, the nerve agent, I can't remember which one it was now, but there's a nerve agent that they were testing.
Well, you were worried about the Germans and then the Russians.
And yeah, the problem was because before we could get hold of our own atomic weapons, we increased our chemical production with nerve.
Yeah, and then they stopped making it and they scrubbed the whole facility and the facility is still there and the cage that they held all that stuff is still there, but they scrubbed all, you know, markings, everything, so you don't know who was there.
No, that's right, yeah.
It was actually a really interesting documentary.
Yeah, one of the facilities is just up the road from me, like an hour away, and that got started in World War One, and there's an actual live range there that they were testing shells at, but a lot of them, because they were like the early type, they failed to go off, so they're still there in the ground, like live mustard gas and live whatever chlorine gas. They've never tidied it up because they say it's too dangerous to start poking around with an excavator, you know. So it's just off limits to everything.
Oh boy! Just wait until somebody goes along and you know, gets hurt, right?
Yeah. I nearly got a job there a while ago, but I'm glad I didn't now because it's just before the Corona thing come in.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Hey, Richard.
Yeah.
There's one rifle I do like from England. It's the Enfield, bolt action Enfield.
Yeah, the Enfields are nice.
I've never shot one, but I actually would be interested in trying one of those out.
I want the American Enfield, but I also want one of the World War II models. Like either the Jungle Carbine or what was it, the Model 4?
Yeah, the number 4 is the most common use. The Jungle Carbine. What they done to that, if you watch Forgotten Weapons videos, I never knew they did some of this, but I just thought they shortened it. But they actually trimmed some metal off of the breech and everything to make it lighter weight.
Yeah.
So it's actually affected its accuracy. But it was only meant as a 100-yard gun, you know, because it's short range in the jungle.
You know, 100 to 300 yards probably.
Yeah, that's it. You know, 303 going through jungle leaves and stuff, so you can still hit a target. You know, it's not meant. You
weren't gonna get some ridiculous 6 or 1,000 yards out of that. I'm telling you.
No, it's not like a normal number 1 or a number 4.
No,
it's just a short
because of how short the barrel was.
Yeah, basically, what we should have done is have something like the M1 carbine because that is an excellent jungle weapon.
Yeah, no, I love the M1 carbine.
Yeah, because that's why they still used them in Vietnam because they were an excellent.
I can't get an original, but I'm looking at getting a universal.
Yeah,
M1 carbine because
I would like an original.
Those are cheaper at the moment.
Yeah, I would like an original one, but I also like a new one so I could just shoot it a lot more than the original, you know?
Well, the universals were made post-war in like the 60s.
Yeah.
They made them from the 60s up until the 80s.
Yeah, and there's another company that still makes them as well.
What is it? The same company that makes the Thompsons.
Yeah, is it Auto Ordnance or is it
someone else?
Ordnance.
Yeah. But some people have said they're crap, and then other people have said they're all right. So I don't know.
Some of them are crap, and then there's another company that's made them. They've taken the name of another company. What, Inland? I think.
Yeah, yes, the ones I'm thinking of. Yeah,
the Inland ones are crap. The Auto Ordnance ones are fine.
Yeah, well, that's the ones I'm thinking of. The Inland ones because they're the ones.
It's not the original Inland either. They're just they just banked on the name. They bought the name just like the guys from Springfield Armory got the name.
Yeah. Yeah, because the Springfield stuff is nothing like what the original Springfield.
Yeah, Fulton Armory also makes the M1 carbine, and those are good too. But they're expensive. They're like more expensive than buying a surplus.
Yeah, well, Fulton Armory, I looked at their M14s because they do some really nice, and they do some really nice like M4, M16, whatever you want to call it as well. Clone type Vietnam era. And then there's that other company called Bueller Defense, which does M14s as well, which they have a beautiful walnut stock on.
There's also, they're over in New York. There's LRB.
Yeah.
They make really good ones too.
Yeah. But yeah, if I ever get over to the States, I mean, I've got a big shopping list.
Yeah.
I keep encouraging Night Strike to get a Chinese spike from PSA.
Well, they don't have them available, and I don't have the money for them right now.
The Type 56 Chinese AK.
Well, you know what? I'd get a PSA AK if I could afford it right now, but I can't. So, if anyone wants to donate to help Night Strike get an AK fund, you know, it's out there. But
Beats
but
making a plastic
Richard,
pop.
I've been telling you, man, if you want to come over here to the United States, just do what everybody else is doing right now. Just get a plane to Mexico and just walk across the border.
Yeah, I just don't want to get thrown out. That's all.
They won't throw you out. Hell, they'll probably. You already speak the language. You got your foot in the door there.
Don't go to Mexico. The cartels are overriding that area.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I don't want to go to Mexico.
I know you don't, but I'm saying, you know, that's the easy. See that? Oh, wait. I got it. I got it better. I got one better for you. You don't want to go to Mexico? It's fine. You don't have to go to Mexico.
I'm not going to Canada either.
Go to Canada. Go to Canada and walk over.
You don't want to be in Canada.
Honestly, this time of year, Canada's nice.
Yeah.
It's a lot nicer this time of year than it would be, you know, say in January or February.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
You know, we're getting into the summer months now, so Canada's actually nice in summer.
Yeah. But I just want to do it the legal way, and so there can be no, you know, thrown out or whatever.
Yeah, firefighter.
We got a super chat from Firefighter saying the Night Strike AK fund has started. Thank you, Firefighter. Thank you, buddy. So,
all right, so we'll get a Chinese spiker pretty soon.
Yeah, as well. You know, if I get a couple more thousand of those, I could. Yes. Well, no, not a couple more thousand. It would be probably 500 of those. No, not 500. 50 of them, I think. I'm not sure how much the spiker is.
Well, it's got a folding spike bayonet, has it?
Yeah.
It's on a folding spike.
Yeah.
The Chinese were the only ones that ever did that.
Yeah, I'm familiar with the Type 56 because that's what that idiot used in 1987 to shoot some people here, and then we got all the semi-autos banned.
Yeah.
Albanians did it also.
Yeah.
Well, no, the Albanians, they captured a lot of Chinese stuff, actually, believe it or not. They actually were given a lot of Chinese surplus from the Chinese government.
Yeah, because Albania got help from China because they were communists, but then they didn't get along with Russia too well. So at one point they were getting help from China before it all collapsed at the end of the Cold War.
The spikers are like $900. So
right now,
and what condition is that?
They're new. They're made. They're made from scratch.
Well, that's not too bad.
Yeah, they're fake.
Brand new.
It's better than paying a premium for a
yeah, but if does that mean so it's like 922R compliant and all that crap? Yeah. So
no, it means it wasn't made in China. It was made in whatever.
It's made here in the United States.
Yeah, but then you can't
with their directions or blueprints is all.
Yeah, but at least it's got the parts on it, so no one can say like take it away or whatever.
I need about 90 more of those super chats. I don't think I'm gonna get those. So Swamp Dog Army says, Richard, come to the USA and work with me on video production until the time delay runs out for you to go into the firearms field.
Yeah. See, that's the other thing. That's the other thing I found out. See, because I was going to get jobs.
You got factory experience. Why haven't you tried applying at companies here in the United States saying, hey, I want to move to the United States. I want to work for you guys.
Well, I have had my CV online on Indeed on the US website of Indeed for the jobs where you have your resume uploaded, and I did have on there I require sponsorship, but no one ever got hold of me and said, oh, you know, let's have a chat or anything. So it was just like people were all, because Indeed tells you like how many times your resume's been looked at, and a lot of people were looking at it, but they never contacted me.
People are hiring right now left and right, so it's not like you couldn't find a job.
Yeah, it's the same here. There's a lot of jobs here at the moment because all the restrictions of the like COVID and that's been lifted, and the job market just took off. I mean, our place is still wanting people, but then what they've done now is stopped all the overtime. They gave us a 10% pay rise in April, But then now they've stopped all the overtime. But I've still got some because people are going off sick and holiday. So then they ask people, oh, like this Sunday, can you do 12 hours? And people say no, and then they come to me, oh, do you want to do it?
You're
So
like, no, not really, but I'll do it if it makes me money.
Well, it's double time on Sunday, you see. So
Oh, hey, yeah, double time.
yeah.
There you
go. So I said, yeah, no problem. I did have a plan to go somewhere else. I've got Monday off to go to Hooters, hopefully, because I cancelled last Monday because I had to work the night shift because someone went off sick. And I finished it.
Scott79 says PSA is coming out with a double underfold perspective.
Another folding.
Yeah. Firefighter says that Night Strike, hey, could be worse. I can tell you what I am buying soon. Dare. Firefighter, you can tell me what you're buying on Sunday because that's something for us to talk about on Sunday.
Yeah.
Because if anybody doesn't know, me and Firefighter are doing the fireside chats on Sunday. What is it? Baron SPG says entry level 10 years experience required.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got factory experience.
Oh yeah, I've got 30 years of factory experience. I've done all.
You've got more than 10 years, so there you go.
Yeah, more than 10 years. 30 years. Yeah. This is the problem I found out though before. I don't know whether it was Trump or Obama, but they put a restriction on if I get in legally, I'm not allowed to work in the firearms industry or the aircraft industry until I actually have a US passport. So I'm a proper citizen instead of just having a green card. There is a restriction on that until you officially become and it'll take once I get a green card, it takes up to 5 years to then become 100% US citizen. Or I still keep my British passport. I'm just a dual citizen. Yeah.
Daniel's asking a question about a surplus gun. Let me check. Let me see.
I can't see the chat where I am now.
I'm looking at it. So
I just go back. Oh, hang on.
He's asking about a Gewehr 43.
Yeah, they're still actually made new in Germany.
Yeah, I know.
Gewehr 43s.
Yeah. If you look up a company called Sports System Dietrich, they make brand new Sturmgewehrs. They make brand new Gewehr 43s and quite a few other firearms from World War II, German ones. But yeah.
Because the Gewehr 43s, I saw them actually, the bolts were cracking after a period of use because they're like more production rifles.
Yeah, those are way more. See what Daniel on the Gewehr 43. See when they were made. Ask the person when it was made, and if you look on Gunbroker, they're going anywhere between $4,000 and $6,500.
The original one would be a lot of money.
Yeah, so a Gewehr 43 for $2,000. If it's a decent condition and it's not a late war model, then yeah, that'd be good. That would be a good deal considering a Gunbroker they're going between $400 and $6,500.
Yeah, they used to bring
$4,600.
Yeah, they used to bring those brand new ones into Canada and sell them, and then here I can get like a straight pull version. So without the gas system, because you can have like a Sturmgewehr here, but each time you fire it, obviously you got to operate the bolt.
Right.
Now, can you reload in England?
Yeah, reloading.
He says it's a 44.
Gewehr 44?
No, it was May 1944. It still might be okay. That's not late war yet. That late war would be like late 44, like early 45. So yeah.
Yeah, there's people that do a lot of reloading in the UK.
He's saying, "God damn it! Now I gotta go buy a gun tonight." Yeah, you do. Look up Gunbroker, Daniel. If you don't believe me, look up a Gewehr 43 on Gunbroker and see how much they're going for. You might be able to buy that and flip it for like twice you paid for it. Easy. Make sure it runs. It works. Otherwise, don't buy it. Trust me.
Now, Richard, if I was a tourist in England, say you came here from the States to England, is there like restrictions for people to actually operate firearms?
There are places where you can shoot if you want to go and shoot.
I mean, they just have they have ranges over there where you can just rent the guns at the ranges, right?
Yeah, there's the problem is where I live, all the ranges around near me, don't want any Americans there at all because they found out, some of them found out after I did that video with Eric, and they didn't like me doing that video with Eric. And when I said about Eric coming over, which the original plan was, and then American Gun Chick was on about coming over, they didn't want anyone, and including because Tim at one point from the Military Arms Channel was talking to me about coming over. So I thought it'd be nice to take them to a range in the UK. None of the ranges near me want anyone from the US at a range.
Are you serious?
But there are ranges where I can go.
Have they stated why?
And then the other thing was I went into like a couple of local shops and they all said, oh, you're not allowed to make videos inside of a UK gun shop as part of the law, which I found out was bollocks because on YouTube there are UK gun shops with videos online. So to say that you're not allowed to make a video in a gun shop is bollocks, you know. They were just using it as an excuse to get rid of me, you know. That's why at the moment I don't have anywhere to shoot. I haven't had anywhere to shoot since 2019.
Oh man, that's awful. I mean, did
Yeah,
they state why they don't want Americans, or is it just a blanket statement?
It's just a blanket statement. They just don't want to be associated with people that are on YouTube and everything else, and you know, Americans, whatever, because they don't want the same, like someone saying, oh well, you know, you're you know, because a lot of them say, oh, Americans are all crazy because they've got too many guns, you know.
Yeah, of course we're all crazy.
It's because it's like the French. Oh, you don't like Americans because they're always on your territory, huh?
Yeah, that's it. It's the same. I had a friend of mine that went to Jersey, and he was shooting like Thompsons and Sten guns and everything you can own over there. And there was a guy that he shot with that he just drives around, and they're in the back of his van. That's the only reason he has a van, to go to the range with his guns, right? So they're all in the back of his van.
Daniel, from what I hear, the Queen ain't doing so well.
Yeah, he said like, oh, to him, I don't want you to post any pictures on Facebook or anything like that. You can take pictures for your own personal memory, but you're not allowed to post them online anywhere because they don't want people coming there and saying like, oh, you got to start banning everything, because over in Jersey it's pretty relaxed on what you can own, like it used to be in the UK. You know, you can own anything you want over there. You know, but
well,
yeah,
what you're saying is they're afraid of the government cracking down.
Yeah, that's it. They're what they're afraid of is these like do-gooders that then come in and try and change everything. You know, that, oh, you got to ban everything.
Because... You mean like media and all that crap?
Yeah,
no, they mean like Trudeau.
Yeah, like people like Trudeau or the media or like BBC, CNN, whatever. You know, so they wouldn't let him post any pictures on Facebook or Instagram or whatever.
That's wild.
Yeah, but he had pictures that he took, and he was showing me, oh, I got to shoot, you know, Thompson and a Sten gun and blah blah blah. You know, but yeah,
no,
it's sad, really. It's sad, really, because they over here, see the UK shooters, they just don't stick together, and that's why you end up with like all the shotgun people say, oh well, I don't give a fuck about handguns. You know, you can ban them, and it's like then like the air gun people. Oh, well, I don't give a fuck about firearms. Now they're clamping down on air guns, and the air gun people are crying, oh, well, where's our support? You know?
Because you're shunning people left and right.
Yeah, that's it. And then, like I say, with the ranges around here, they don't encourage new shooters to get into the target shooting sport. So then people just get put off all the time, you know? It's like now we've got a lot of, like, I've got people at work that have gone to the same ranges where I used to go, and they're saying, oh, they wouldn't let me shoot because I'm from Poland or whatever. And I said, yeah, I know, but it's stupid, you know. But they're saying, well, I live here all the time now. You know, I'm basically a British citizen because I live here. But because I came from Poland, they wouldn't let me shoot. And it's like, you know, so they can't, because obviously here.
So they're being racist, is what you're saying.
Yeah, but basically it's racism. But because you have to belong to somewhere to shoot, like a farm or a range, so you can actually shoot. Unless you do have a collector's license, they can't shoot, because obviously they're only living in an apartment or a house. They're not on a farm, so then they can't shoot. They just want to target shoot. They're not bothered about shooting rats on a farm or whatever. They just want to target shoot, and so you go to a range, and you get turned away because you're from Poland or you're from Romania or some other.
Daniel says at Night Strike, your chats are always making me spend fiats. Well, you know, if you feel like throwing fiats my way, you know, I would totally take those. But yeah, he's also saying Poland is a race. Yes, it is.
Yeah. I have heard as well in Poland they've actually relaxed some of the restrictions on what you could own before.
Yeah, I heard that too. I heard that
because
too.
I've heard that.
They're going for Second Amendment rights.
Yeah, because I've heard that from people that I work with. That have, you know, like half our people at work are from Poland.
You got anybody from Czech Republic?
No, I have worked with people from the Czech Republic. I've got Romania, Bulgaria, Italy, South Africa, Zimbabwe.
Because I know Czech Republic as well as Italy
Hungary.
got Second Amendment in their constitutions now.
Yeah. Well, where that Polmar tactical come from? Their gun
They're
laws
from
are pretty,
Slovenia.
yeah,
that's Slovenia.
Their laws are pretty relaxed. It's more like the States.
So.
Yeah.
And who's that buddy of mine? It's in Sweden. Haggy Bank. He's on YouTube. You can check him out.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's Swedish.
Yes. Yeah. Sweden and Norway are still pretty good. I don't know about Finland, but they might be changing now because they're looking at Russia as a threat.
Dude, Finland is the thorn of
Hold
Russia.
up.
Yeah.
Daniel says, "Here's your fiats." Thank you, Daniel. I didn't expect you to do that, but thank you. Anyways, guys, what were you saying about Slovenia?
Slovenia, Polar Tactical.
Yeah, I know Polinar Tactical. I've watched some of his videos. Pretty good.
Yeah, I've met them once.
Did you see his video on the wish.com? It was an AK-103.
Yes.
That thing was hilarious.
It was ugly looking too.
It was. It looked like somebody from wish.com assembled it with a wish.com wrench.
But yeah, I've met the two of them, and they're good guys. They are. They're at the Dallas NRA show that time.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So
they were on about me coming over to their country somewhere, but they've never stayed in contact and arranged anything.
So when do you think you might, jump over here next?
Well, I sent you
planning.
I sent you a thing on Twitter tonight because I found out from someone in the Bahamas, the American government are relaxing the restrictions. Now, the first one was it's for people from Canada into the States. As long as you're vaccinated now, you don't have to have a test.
That's why I'm telling you, go to Canada first.
Yeah, but now I looked
Just walk over.
There was the link I've sent you. It does include people from the UK. After, I think it's like the middle of June or whatever, you don't need the test before you go, as long as you've had all the vaccines and you can prove that you've had all the vaccines. Now, at the moment, I've just got a card that's been stamped up saying the dates and what one I had. So I don't know if I can just show that at the airport. I've got to get hold of the airline to see, because the airline will refuse you boarding even if you've paid your ticket, obviously. So I've just got to be able to show the airline when I get to the airport that yes, that's definitely my vaccine card or whatever, and then I should be okay.
Do you have to wear a mask
at the airport? Yeah, you don't. I mean, the only place I've got to wear.
I'm talking on the airplane.
Yeah, a lot of the flights are still asking people to wear masks, and then you just take them off when you have your dinner or whatever.
It's frustrating to do that.
Yeah,
jumping killers out there.
The only place in the UK where I've got to wear a mask at the moment is at work. Only some of the time while I'm moving around the factory. If I'm at my workstation or in the canteen, I don't need to wear a mask. If I'm just moving around between the two, I have to wear a mask. Like when I come in and clock in, I've got to wear a mask to where I go. Then I can take my mask off and work. But yeah, they still want people to wear a mask.
Yeah. MC is saying, weird, when I fill out a purchase form, I've never seen Polish in the race of choices.
Yeah.
In the race choices. Yeah, no, I haven't seen it either, but apparently it is a race.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Well, that's why I wanted to build a range here myself, because I was going to say, like, there was people from work, and then I'll say, like, because I can run it like private invitation only. That's the problem if you do build a range. It's if you want to run it commercially, the first thing they say is, where is everybody going to park when they turn up? So if you just run it private, your own personal range, and you just invite people around private invitation, you don't have that problem. and then I can say like people from work, come round on a Friday night or whatever.
Yeah.
And shoot.
Swamp Dog Armory says, "Yep, I was at the Dallas show too, Richard, but I don't think we actually spoke, unfortunately."
Yeah.
That might have been the time Richard went. Richard didn't go this year.
No,
Yeah, I didn't go to Houston or nothing. It was Dallas 2018. It was.
Yeah.
Because 2000, or was it? Yeah, it was 2018.
Speaking of 2018, that's the year me and G-Webs met.
Yeah.
In person.
Yeah, I met a lot of good people that year. Yeah.
That was the Wanamaker year, wasn't it, G?
Yeah, nice Rick.
Yep.
You were mentioning Canada.
I was making fun of Canada, but yes.
No, there's actually a thing. There's a lot of freedom-loving Canadians I've actually met and chatted with. I would actually like them to actually leave their country and move down here to the States and help us with the 208 movement.
Yeah, well, good luck on that, right?
Well, their country is sinking, literally. We're physically looking at what we're seeing.
Yeah, their country's going. It's going. Uh-oh. Artisan Tony's out there. He says me. Okay. No, Swamp Dog Armory says that no, the Dallas 2018 Apollinar came over too.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you were there, Swampy, you didn't talk to Richard, then what the hell, man? Even Crump and Flying Rich know Richard.
Yeah, and I've never met Crump.
Yeah, but he knows you.
Yeah, I haven't met Crump yet.
Yeah. So
I was supposed to be on his show as a guest at some point, but I've been on there a couple of times, just brief having a chat when he's left it open like you do. But I was supposed to be on there as a proper guest.
Yeah, no, whenever I told Rich, whenever they need somebody to fill in for him, just give me a link, and I get a link every so often. So I jump in there.
Yeah.
I've hung out with Joe a couple times too on his show.
Yeah, I haven't met Joe yet. I've talked to Joe, but I haven't met him yet.
As well as Dark, and Dark is an interesting individual himself.
Yeah.
Sabur, one of the other guys, he's more interesting. Let me tell you that. Yeah. Sabur Prince. Yeah, he's one of the 3D printers. Yeah, he's interesting.
I want to meet that Vietnamese guy that does the printing. He's all right because he posts some good cooking pictures on Instagram as well. That Vin.
Oh yeah. I saw some of the stuff he's made. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I can't remember how he pronounced his name now, but it's Vin somebody. But yeah, he's originally from Vietnam. But he does a lot of 3D printing. He does some good cooking as well.
Tony's asking, what year was the year he saw you at NRA?
2014 at Nashville was the first time we met, and then again in Atlanta. We met there as well again when he drove me in the truck around downtown Atlanta. The video is on YouTube on Tony's channel.
When was that? What year was that?
Before Dallas.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. Before Dallas, so it would have been 2017. I'm sure it's 2017 when I did the video with Eric.
Okay.
Hang on, let me have a check. A second.
Yeah, check your photo album.
Right. Oh no. Louisville 2016. Dallas 2018. I've got all my things hanging on the door. See. Nashville was definitely 2014. Oh no. Sorry. Indiana was 2014 because that was the first one.
Yeah, Swampy says
right. 2017 was Atlanta. Yeah, I got the thing here. Yeah, 2017 was Atlanta.
Yeah, Swampy says I'd consider Richard a friend, even though we haven't met. He's also saying I met Vin at the spring IV 88.
There was some people. There were some people I met with Hank that I can't remember, and I thought that one of them was Swampy then, but I think it may have been someone else.
Says, and I'm pretty sure he went to the first Gunmakers match in Florida too. Yeah, so Vin is cool. I've seen his videos. Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. I've seen some of the stuff he's made. He's ridiculous. We got Krabby Turtle out there saying evening at Night Strike at panel at chat. Evening, Krabby Turtle. How you doing?
Yeah, 2019 Indiana. 16 was Louisville. 18 was Dallas. 2014 was Indiana, because that was the first one. The first one I ever meant to go to was Houston in 2013, but all the travel was messed up by somebody else that told me they wanted to go.
Yeah.
So I left it down to them to book because they'd been to Pennsylvania before at the NRA show before that. And they just let me down completely because they decided to go at the last minute and you couldn't get no hotel. So then the next year I just booked it well in advance, 2014, and went on my own. And that's when I met, like the first person I met was Jeff from Gunblast. And then I met Jaeger, Jerry. Yeah,
Jaeger's having a rough time right now.
Yeah, Jaeger is a completely different person from when I first met him. But yeah, I met Jerry Michalik as well.
Yeah, Michalik. I've not met him in person, but he's awesome.
And then it was the next show, like 2015, when I started to meet other people. The Nashville one was 2015 when I met more people like Such, Tony, and others.
Yeah, Such is in the same state as I am, so occasionally I see Such.
Such's country.
Yeah. No, I saw Such and talked to him over at the when I went to the gathering. He was there.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me!
I also saw Hank Strange.
Yeah. Oh God.
So, yeah, and when I was standing in line to shoot the JSD supply, binary trigger.
Mm-hmm.
You know who was doing video right in front of me? He was recording his video as he was testing it out. Print, shoot, repeat. The guy that always wears the mask.
Oh, you mean that guy that's always, kind of covered up?
Yeah, he's always covering his face up. Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
You know what he reminds me of?
Mm.
He reminds me of Watch Dogs, one of the characters from Watch Dogs.
Yeah. Well, I think he just does it. I think he does it just so he doesn't. His face doesn't show, and he doesn't get in trouble with his work. I think he does that because of his job.
Yeah.
Honestly. But this is why Dark usually has everybody send his packages to Crump. It's because his wife gets after him.
Yep.
It's not hard to figure some of this stuff out, but
same with Flying Rich as well, because he gets his wife. What have you been buying now?
But now Rich has actually been leaving the house and going to other states to work, so he's getting better.
Yeah.
So, Swamp Dog Army says, I don't think so, because I don't know. I didn't know Hank back in 2018. I hadn't even started doing YouTube yet. I was still finishing SDI. I didn't graduate until 2019. So
no, I don't think it was Swampy then. It would have been someone else. I can't remember. I thought it was Swampy.
What's his name, Wrench? I don't know. But yeah. I started doing YouTube. What was it? 2014, 15, I think it was. So,
I've been on YouTube for like 10 years or more, but
I've used YouTube for much, much longer. I just didn't decide. I didn't have the courage or the equipment before to do anything on it.
For a little while, I did start making videos, but because I don't have any editing technology and stuff, I just film stuff and then just put it on YouTube.
That is one thing I'm not good at. I'm not good at editing videos.
No,
okay?
I hate it. I don't.
I tried to help you out with that, Night Strike.
I tried to learn, and it was just like,
Cowboy Hillbillies out there, run for it.
For the amount of effort you got to put into it, and it's like when I worked like with Such and that when I was at his place, he had like 5 or 6 cameras set up just to film,
right?
Like a shoot, and then he got to sit there and go through it all and edit it and everything. And there was film that he done of like the Brownells retro rifles, with me shooting and him shooting the Skinny Medic and everything. That footage has never been released. I don't know why, because it was part of a review of those rifles. But he
probably did something else instead. He probably just didn't
never.
do it.
But the other videos are on his channel, like the Canic pistol that we shot that day. He edited it in footage of me shooting it, and because it's not just him, so he wanted various people to shoot it.
Swampy says he likes editing the editing part more than the filming part.
Yeah,
I like the going out and shooting the guns part more so than I do like the filming or the editing.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind filming stuff. If I make a mistake, I don't mind leaving
Yeah.
it in the footage because then people can learn from your mistake, you know.
Right.
I had a like Glock 19X when I shot that with Such. I filmed that myself, and then I had a bit of a misfeed to start with because I was being real gentle with the gun because it was absolutely brand new out of the box, and I didn't want to like obviously damage it.
Right.
And I didn't fully seat the magazine, so when I racked the slide, it didn't pick one up. And then I went to shoot it, and it's like click, nothing happens. Oh, and then you realise what you've done. You know, you just got to push the magazine another couple of millimeters. You know, and just you know just push it, and not just you got to you know. But yeah, so but I left that. I left that in that video, and Suit said, "Oh, do you want to film it again?" And I said, "No, that's right." Because if anyone asks, I tell them what happened, and they can learn from the mistake, you know. And then a couple of people did actually pick up on it when it was on my channel. And once I told them what had happened, they, oh, great. You know, they didn't like slag me off or nothing because I fucked up. They just said, oh, thanks for letting us know what happened, you know.
Right.
It's the same on Hank's video. When I shot those Brownells retro rifles, and if you look on Hank's channel, I had like a double feed and everything, and it was nothing to do with me. It was the ammunition we were using. It was out of spec. And then once I changed to the ammunition that Walter had brought, it ran with no problems at all. It was basically the first lot of ammunition we had was from someone that sponsors Hank. It was basically too long,
Right.
so it wouldn't feed properly. Because I had like a double feed and a stovepipe, and it was like, oh, for goodness sake.
Oh no.
And then I switched over to some ammunition that Walter had because it was actually Walter's gun.
Right. Was it one of the was it the Safety Harbor firearms?
Yeah, it had Safety Harbor. No, it had the Safety Harbor lower with the Brownells 180 upper on it.
Oh yeah, the 180. Okay.
So like basically the side charge and AR.
Right.
Because I'd fired a couple of the other retro rifles already, and there's still a couple more I want to shoot.
Yeah.
Because if I can,
if you ever come here to South Carolina, you can hang out with me at the Night Strike and GunTube Range and Compound.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm planning on coming. I want to come to your place because you're not far from, like, Fort Sumter and everything else.
Yeah, no, Fort Sumter is right in the Bay of Charleston.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and I wanted to visit that other fort, but I knew
there's also Fort Moultrie, which is the one where we whooped your asses.
Yeah, but there's the other one on the.
We kicked you out.
As you look at Charleston from the sea, it's on the left-hand side. It's where the 54th Massachusetts assaulted it, but it doesn't exist anymore because it's been washed out to sea. There's just a memorial there that says here was once, because it was where it was is actually like, underwater.
There's actually two other bases. Okay. Yeah. There's that one you're talking about, but there's also Castle Pinckney, which has basically gone into ruin.
Yeah.
On an island right in the middle of the bay.
Yeah.
And the American Civil War started when shots from Castle Pinckney fired on Fort Sumter.
Yeah. Well, there was a documentary on the other day, and they showed all the whole series in like one weekend, and I watched it again at Civil War. It was interesting to watch. Yeah.
But and that's all I'm going to say on that because I don't want to get into the whole background of that. It's just as far as that. Another thing you might want to do is if you do come over here, check out the aircraft carrier they got here, and they've got they've got a submarine. And they've got some destroyers over here.
Right, good. Yeah, that's what we need to do then.
I
need to be there for like a week.
Yeah, because honestly, it's a fun place to be.
If
we know you're gonna come,
I'll go to air.
I can tell. I can tell some people like I can get AWAG. I can get AWAG to come and hang out with me, and who knows? Sure. We can probably get Rich to come up. Rich might even.
Yeah, well, I'm planning on. I need to go to Rich's anyway because I need to sort out. I got shopping here for Hank, which I need to deliver. The plan was to go to Rich's for like a week or so, and then we were actually going to drive up to Hank's like I did before when he picked me up.
Right.
So I'm more likely going to instead of staying in Gainesville. I'll stay at Richard's place, and then I just got to organize it with him because I can get from Atlanta. I can get to the airport nearest to Flying Rich because it's only like 20 minutes from his house, Palm Beach.
Hey,
If
Coop's
not,
out there.
if
Seeing
I
Team
fl-
Design Arms.
yeah, if I fly in like with American Airlines, they don't go to Palm Beach Airport, but Delta do from Atlanta, so I can come that way.
I mean, our airport does Delta and Atlanta.
Yeah,
American
yours
too.
is normal. Yours would normally be American Airlines because I'd normally
America's
like
the cheapest one. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, to get normally
America.
what I've done when I first came into the States.
I've flown on America with my guns, so
Yeah. I've done it with when I first started flying into the States in 2013. It was US Airways, and then it all went to American Airlines only, which they use.
They got bought out.
Yeah, they get Charlotte, North Carolina as a hub, and then you can get to like different parts of all the southern states from there, like with American Airlines. So I've got more than likely to get to yours, it'll be American Airlines. But I've got shopping because Hank wanted a proper like British Army smock in DPM, and I couldn't get one large enough that was used, but I found a company here that still makes them brand new, and it's actually a better spec than the original ones. So I've had to get that in XXL for him. So I've got that here and some other bits of shopping I've got to bring over.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
All right. I think we've been going on for a long while here. I think it's time to close up shop and head out. So,
Okay.
everyone, I want to thank you for hanging out with us and having a conversation out there on the YouTube chat. I want to thank my panel for jumping in and hanging out with me too, and making sure I'm not talking alone because it sucks to talk alone.
Yep.
So, with that, we'll get on out of here, and I'll go and clean up the range this weekend because I got to clean up range. I haven't done so, and it's like the problem is that back area, literally all the fauna has regrown, and I may have to have it logged or cut down again.
Yeah.
Because it just shot right back up. So with that, we'll see you guys later. Everyone, take it easy. Have a good weekend, and check out Firefighters Chat on Sundays. I think it's either 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm not sure. I'll have to check with him and let everyone know. So we'll stay tuned for that. Other than that, we'll be back on Tuesday for Hit or Miss, and you might see me on somebody else's show. Who knows? So we'll see you guys later. Take it easy. Shut up, be infringed. There we go. I feel better. No fringes.
Yeah, no fringes. Get your hair cut.